Hello, my pretty little papooses. It's the new year. We're recording again. This week, what are we doing? We're doing Big Mouth on this week's episode of...
Well, we'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.
Yum.
How was everyone's 2019?
My 2019 was pretty bad.
my 2019 was, at least, if it wasn't, it at least felt like the worst year of my life.
I think my 2019 was the worst year of my life, except for getting married, which was good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad saying
But
that.
shouldn't that really, like, kind of cancel it out?
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, it kind of does cancel it out. Like, I feel conflicted saying 2019 was bad at all. But also, some very bad things happened in 2019.
Yeah.
You could probably re-say it in a way that seems more romantic. You say, I struggled with a few things, but getting married kind of pulled me through. And
it made it the best year of my life because it was the best day of my life.
Or it was
it
was with the brightest spot in a year where I struggled a bit.
Yes.
Instead of
That
just
was-
like, it was horrible, also got married.
She doesn't listen to the pod.
No.
That was how...
No one listens
She doesn't
to
respect
the pod.
anyone at this table.
No, that's patently obvious. But that's how I was phrasing it to everyone when I was high on New Year's Eve. Just being like, strengthening my friendship with you has been a real bright spot in a terrible year.
This sounds
Rose
like
has
such
a reputation
fun party.
for being so fun at parties.
I wasn't crying.
No, you won't.
I'd have a reputation for doing that.
I was
when
at
I'm high
that
at
party,
parties, though.
and I can
did it.
confirm that Rose was not crying.
But I did come up and give you that treatment.
Yeah,
and then
she
you were very nice to me. And then the next day you were very nice to me on Twitter,
Yeah.
which was a nice change.
I don't know if this is good comedy content. Stories of Andrew Hastings being a good person. No,
Well-
that's what
People will be confused more than anything
It'll be
else.
like, are they breaking character here?
This is the whole
Yeah.
time.
Well,
This
here's
is like
some
when John
content.
Belushi laughs on SNL.
Here's some content because you're always saying that somebody else needs to bring something
Please.
to the table. Just got a message
Free me
from.
of this burden.
Just got a message. A friend of the pod,
This prison.
David Woodhead. He said, "I'm at the Newtown Hotel, and there's a bunch of old mates who saw the graffiti on the table saying Rosie Piper is a babe, and they're all on their phones trying to track you down. But I've had no word from anyone yet. So
I like the idea of like those four like very like ockery, blokery, homophobic, right wing kind
Yeah.
of guys.
I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
what it is.
See-
There's some bitch. She's
And
going to
then-
be so hot.
and then
I'm gonna
three,
fuck.
fuck.
three of
Finding
them
me.
find it and go, and then one of them goes, oh.
yeah.
Yeah, we think this is bad
Yeah,
too, right, fellas?
he's visibly erect.
Yeah.
Let's all message her, and three of them are like really bad messages, but one's like, "Hey,
hey,
I've been doing some thinking about
Yeah.
stuff, and like, could you maybe give me some advice?"
That guy,
I was more thinking like me and my wife are due for a serious conversation.
that guy as well making his friends visibly uncomfortable by making them watch Roses Tonight, set for the 5th time. Be like, no, we're doing it to make fun of it. But I mean, this one's pretty good in like a bad way. Like,
Again,
Yeah.
visibly hard.
yeah, just like poking through.
It's weird though, because she sounds like she'd be a good bloke.
Guy's got Dickies shorts on. He's got the biggest boner. He's got a shirt that says "Who farted" on it.
The Dickie shorts are
that's-
so small.
That's the man I might even go for. You know?
The Dickie shorts are so small that they're erect, like because the top of the dick comes out from the bottom of
Yeah.
it. So when he got hard, it actually lifted the shorts up,
Yeah.
exposing his ball sack.
Work. He's wearing work boots that are.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a word painter. I'm kind of like I like sort of paint images with my words.
He's wearing work boots that are just like covered
Word
in
painter
mud.
Sounded so dumb.
No, I was actually very intelligent.
Oh god, you gaslighting me live on air.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got these work boots that he's wearing that are just covered in mud, but
Yeah.
they're just like, he's not actually working at the site. He's just manually putting mud on them so he can spend time at trans clubs. And he's just like, yeah, down at the site was pretty brutal today. And she's like, don't you guys not work when it rains? And he's like,
Yeah.
nah, I've got to provide
Yeah.
for a family.
Would
He was hanging out at the Anarchist Book Collective, actually, trying to get some pussy.
Black Rose. That putting mud manually on the boots is kind of like a good metaphor for what it was like being trans as a teenager and not knowing how to talk about it.
That is
Damn, I'm
deep.
kind of a word man.
Damn, I'm kind of a language smith.
Man, that is so funny. That guy's just like, nah, she sucks. So like, beautiful blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like Fabio, a cool bloke.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I don't
bl-
get it. It's a bloke, but he looks fucking gorgeous.
Like
I wasn't blonde on Tonight, Lee.
him just like slowly being like, Bedazza, how many beers? And then
Oh, mate. Oh.
and he was like, all right, let's all say it on 3. 1, 2, 3, 0.
I'd buy her the beers.
She's a beautiful
If I see her across the bar, I'm offering to buy her one.
I would pay to have sex with her.
It just turns out as
On
well.
3, 1, 2. Trans women, real women.
Yeah, it just turns out that he's like, the problem isn't that he like secretly does that.
Yeah.
The problem is that he's secretly woke, but he can't hide it from his friends.
But that'd be great though if that
Me on the
happened.
side.
Yeah.
But that'd be great if that happened for all 4 of them, where they like all
Yeah.
slowly realize, and I'm just like kind of in the corner of the room,
Yeah.
and then like throw the jacket over the back
Yeah.
and walk off like my work is done.
Yeah. They
He's-
have a great day on site tomorrow.
Yeah. He says sex workers and they all look at him like he just said the N word. They're like, what do you mean? They're prosties, mate.
Jesus. I don't know.
Jesus.
How was your trip, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick, you
Yeah.
know.
Hit up Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, man, I did.
Tell me-
I went into Hot Topic because if you guys don't know what Hot Topic is, it's like
Oh,
Yeah, I
they
don't know
know.
if that's really a thing in Australia.
it's not, but like I feel like people like
People
You
of like
can
the
order it
toddler generation
online.
would know
You
what it
can
was.
order it online.
yeah, and anybody kind of even remotely in the Andrew Hastings subculture. would-
Very cool people. Very,
Yeah.
very cool people.
Because like the name Hot Topic over here would just be like a fucking cheapy $2 shop. Like
yeah, probably. So I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because I have money. No,
Yeah.
but I don't have shit. But like, it's like basically it's an Andrew Hastings store where you walk in. There's like Jack Skellington pajamas, like every emo band shirt. It's got every. Oh, Hastings is popping
knew-
that BB off.
It's a really hot day.
I knew it was the first one of the season.
And so it's basically like an Andrew Hastings accoutrement store.
He just sorry to interrupt, but he just looked down. Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's what podcasting is interrupting each other. But he just took his shirt off and then like looked down at his new like slimmer physique.
Oh, yeah.
and then like had like a bit of a look where I'm surprised you didn't like bite your lip. Like
Damn.
You're just scratching into this table. Andrew Hastings is a real babe.
Yeah. The real hot topic at the moment is how hot Andrew Hastings is looking.
God, if only this meant something else.
Oh man.
A bit of
Content.
a bit of a visual gag for the boys.
Anyway, so we went.
Yeah.
I was out wandering around outside Hot Topic, being like, "Wouldn't it be funny?
Wouldn't it be just a good bit? if
Wouldn't
I
it be
went
just
in?
a bit of fun if I went and bought Hastings an ironic present?"
You were planning to go there.
Yeah. But like, it was under the guise of getting Hastings an ironic present.
You're standing there going, your wife, like, we can go in and laugh at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, emo people are real people. And
20 minutes later, I came this close to buying a short sleeve collared shirt that's Stranger Things licensed because it looked dope.
oh, God.
It didn't say Stranger Things on it. It
was
just
a
looked
shirt
like
from the Stranger
yeah, it
Things?
looked really cool, but I had it in my hand. I was like, this looks great. It would look great on me. It would go with the summer series aesthetic, but I just can't bear the idea that the label will have like as seen on Stranger Things. on
Yeah.
it. Did not stop me from buying Kingdom Hearts themed underwear.
Yeah.
Um,
To really
that?
put her in the mood.
I did do that, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Kingdom Hearts?
When you're
Kingdom Hearts is a Japanese RPG featuring Final Fantasy and Disney
I should
characters.
have
I like-
known
I like you- I
something
like the
that
idea
was
of
about
you
to come
wearing-
out of your mouth.
I like the idea of you taking off your pants to reveal your Kingdom Hearts underwear to let her know that you're about to pull out the Keyblade.
About to strike down some Heartless.
Fuck yeah.
It's so cool being married because you could just wear that and be like, yep, cool. You know? Like, if I went on a Tinder date and I pulled those pants off and I had boxer shorts covered in Heartless from Hot Topic, we'd be having a conversation, I imagine.
yeah, absolutely.
Probably about how cool the boxers are for a half hour before she gives me the best slob job of my life.
Jamie,
Oh,
to be honest, the kind of
God.
girls you're matching with on Tinder, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the conversation wouldn't be like, what's that? It would be like, oh my God, which one of the trilogy is your favorite?
Absolutely.
But yeah, so I rocked up. I got a huge bunch of stuff. There was so much stuff at Hastings. Let me see if I can run through the rejected Hastings idea, because I got like 5 things and eventually chose the best
You
one.
two should have married each other.
I do think about it.
Yeah, same sometimes.
Sometimes I just think about it.
Anyway,
Doesn't
so
do me
I think what I ended up getting Andrew Hastings was a Nightmare Before Christmas, washcloth and tumbler set.
Yeah, like the Deadly
Right.
Nightshade theme
And-
from the film.
You said Deadly Nightshade like I have any fucking idea what that means.
The type of plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume you like that.
I did. I actually used it last night.
What you
I
originally
cleaned up a beer spill.
To be honest, I thought that was going a different way.
Well, I was very conflicted.
I think he did
because-
want to comment it.
Yeah, the idea of a Jack Skellington cum rag is so appealing to me. I can't pretend that's not there.
And like I've known Hastings for years. I wasn't going to be like, "Oh, I hope he only uses this for washing his hands." Like one of my very first thoughts was Hastings is probably going to jack off into this, looking at the tumbler and the washcloth, being like it's just a matter of choosing which one.
They're like, I truly am the Pumpkin King.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Blumpkin King.
The Pumpkin King. Fuck yeah. For I am Jack, the Blumpkin King.
So
truly the worst thing in the world.
What were the rejected ones? Well, one of them was a shirt that I ended up buying for myself, which was
would you have wanted this?
which
Well,
was
tell me
a
what it
Blink
was.
182 shirt that was just the self-titled album graphic.
I feel like we'd all like
yeah,
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you mentioned this to me, it's the one I had when I was 14. It's the same. It's the white one with the green
yeah,
and pink.
yeah, I had the tour shirt. It
Yeah,
was like
it's the album
it was
cover.
the album
It's
cover,
just-
and then it had all the tour dates on the back.
So we all have the same Blink 182
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
That's probably
Just a decade and a half apart.
that's
Yeah.
probably still at my mum's place. I'd dig that out and wear it now.
I think I gave mine to my brother.
There was,
But I was it'd be too small because I was like 14 then or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
was 14.
I believe that there was a My Chemical Romance T-shirt, but I know that you already have them.
You're
I have
well
a lot.
stocked.
I have a
So
lot.
How
I thought
many
it-
do you have? Because when I dressed as you at that party, you gave me at least. Well, you gave me 3, but I
Yeah.
feel like there are more.
There are 5 or 6.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There was a
People just keep giving them to me.
there was a Paramore
like-
shirt, but
and
you
yet
had one of
I'm
them.
somehow-
I have 2 Paramore shirts.
But
Yeah,
I'm
so it
somehow
didn't
more
have to be
known for
special.
just always wearing the same shirt because I have 2 Metallica shirts.
yeah, that's true.
What else was there?
It's
there
because yours
was-
are
What
just
was
all
the Paramore
black.
shirt?
The Paramore shirt was just like a black shirt that said Paramore on it. I'm pretty
Which
sure.
do you know? Like, was it like the modern font or like the?
Yeah, it was more modern.
Like,
it was a shame. And then I did
That's
like,
cool.
and
I
then
like Paramore.
then I did bore my wife by doing a These Kids Today when I was looking at all the band shirts, being like, when I used to come to Hot Topic, there was a Thursday shirt, Jimmy World. I don't even know this band.
21 Pilots. Who the fuck? is
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Oh, you know what? There was a Post Malone shirt, and I believe
yeah.
there was a Lil Peep shirt. Those went on
The 2 Kings.
those weren't on like the short list because I was like, oh, this will be funny, but I don't have the connection with it that Hastings does.
I feel you.
I can't. I wish I remember who tweeted it, but somebody tweeted something of like the Billboard like top 10 like rock songs of the decade or whatever, and there was like 21 Pilots, like Imagine Dragons,
Yeah,
like all that
sick.
sort of shit. It was
Cool.
just like like I love to listen to rock music because it was just all absolute pop shit.
I love that. Man, Imagine Dragons, truly the Coldplay of their time, and I like Coldplay. but, like,
I reckon I wouldn't have heard a song.
you know, Radioactive. It was on a lot of ads.
I
Right.
know who
But
they
like,
are
I've just
now.
heard everyone forever say how shit they are.
Yeah, because while I was in Las Vegas, one of the casinos seemed to just have the whole album on repeat.
yeah, sure.
I was
Right.
just like sitting there being like, this song sounds like the last song. And I looked it up, and
Yeah.
it was just, they were going
Shazam
through
that
it
bad.
chronologically
so
on
it
the
was just
album.
a fan.
Yeah, in this
rocking the iPod that day.
gigantic $1 billion casino.
By the way, I've been in my new
Which
job.
casino were you in?
This one was called the Sahara that I was in. I was just there for dinner.
I've been at my job 2 months. And
That's
they've
what
al-
you sell. That's what you tell the wife. Eh? I was just there for dinner, Dale.
They've already changed the rules so that people on my level are not allowed to control the music anymore.
Is that specifically for you? You
I
think?
don't know. I don't think so. But it's the
If you- even if-
circumstances aren't looking good.
Yeah, but also even if you hadn't done it, I reckon they'd take one look
Yeah.
at you and be like, "Yeah, we're not fucking letting
Yeah.
him."
We're not gonna put on Pantera.
That's
just like
that's what they would
completely-
think. I reckon.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
When I did it, I did a 2000s pop playlist so I could get nostalgic.
Yeah.
I did a 2010s rock playlist, which was just like Killers songs and stuff. And I did Blink 182 Radio, which might have been the one that got me in
That
trouble.
will get
that
you.
would 100% be the one that
Yeah.
got you in trouble.
Yeah, punk just it's just rules.
It's life. And I think there was one. There was some kind.
Oh, hey, we've got an update from David Woodhead on the Newtown Hotel Bros. They're getting pretty heated. I'm gonna ask for some choice.
When you say heated,
grabs.
does that mean they're like getting horny and hitting each other?
I need more specifics, please, and any choice grabs of dialogue.
Yeah.
Tell them we're potting.
Yeah, I believe there was also Nightmare Before Christmas underpants. That was gonna.
I mean,
It was like a matching like boxer short and socks set.
right.
Was there like slutty stuff there for girls
yeah.
like me?
Oh yeah.
Like, could I get like,
you wanna
or could
wear-
I get like the Blink-182 like smiley face logo on the front of like a little G banger?
No, not really. When we're talking about that sort of stuff, you're really looking at more like the outfit from Stranger Things season 3, where that woman works at like the ice cream shop. There's
No
like a lot
idea.
of sort of very Hastingsy like proto schoolgirl stuff, where they're
Oh,
like
dear.
it is but it isn't, you know?
Yeah.
Where they're like
Sounds horrible.
we've avoided the kind of ickiness of the
Yeah.
schoolgirl, but like you just have to squint and it's
Yeah,
a schoolgirl
right.
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's like schoolgirl outfit by way of Tetsuya Nomura Final Fantasy character design, where it's like, what if we just chuck a bunch of leather and belts on this short skirt?
Schoolgirl outfit by way of not having the logo of the school on the pocket.
Yeah,
I like the
exactly.
idea of wearing Nightmare Before Christmas underpants, so that if I'm on a Tinder date and I get my pants off, they know they're about to get the Pumpkin King.
Do you know what?
I know
I,
Mr. Oogie Boogie is about to
We
make an
got
appearance.
to get another Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know what I
reference
think?
so-
There's like 4 things in the
Yeah.
movie. He's
You know-
Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. There's Oogie Boogie.
Who's the chick?
Sally. She's
Oh
like a zombie.
yeah,
She drinks.
we can be like Jack and Sally.
He poisons her with deadly nightshade.
That's
which is
what
the
that
Tumblr
is.
references.
There you
Her creator, who's like a wheelchair. guy.
Wait, Jack Skellington poisons her?
No,
What
no,
a
no.
creep! He's
Sally
cancelled.
poisons her, the Frankenstein type doctor who created her.
Okay.
Yeah, he poisons her because she wants to escape, because she wants to find love and see the world. And Jack Skellington is sort of her ideal of like a man beyond her confines.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a good movie. I watched it like a day ago.
Yeah. So at the end of this thing, I got a bunch of shit too, not just for Hastings, for me. And then as I was ringing it up, they were like, "Are you like a frequent customer?" And I was like, "Oh no." And they were like, "Okay, we just need your email to send you the electronic receipt." And I gave them my email, and then they were like, "You actually are signed up as a frequent customer." but jokes on them. That meant I got like a $3 discount on every item, and then I got 2 $15 off vouchers that are redeemable online. So that can be. I might give them to Hastings.
Yeah. I'll be going over. I'm going to America soon. I'll get you something with them if we like. We can work something out.
You'll almost certainly go to Hot Topic.
Yeah, it's going to be like an agendered item.
you'll block a whole day out for
Yeah.
it.
I like the idea of just the guy like being like, so you say you're not a member of Hot Topic here? You say you're not.
You say it as a guy like you hadn't realized it was 2 extremely hot emo girls.
So are you saying? So are you saying you're not a member? Just because I just want to clarify, just because I put in your email address and it says here you're a Mega Ultra Platinum regular. Can you explain that, sir?
No, someone's probably stole. I'm
so
hacked.
if I could just raise one more.
I've been hacked.
clarifying
I've
point. Say
been
you're not a
hacked.
regular member. This is your 3rd purchase today. This is your 3rd time at a 3rd different Hot Topic.
Well, the thing is,
Sir, if I could just raise one more.
have you heard of ironic gifts?
Sir, I can see right now you're wearing a Hot Topic Premium Platinum Club member T-shirt.
And you appear to be tapping your foot to Satellite by All Time Low, which is playing on the stereo.
yeah. I can see that you have a brand new tattoo. I can see that you've got a 70x7.
You appear to have a chain wallet that is glowing with power as you.
So you are skanking. You are skanking right now, sir.
No. as I'm skanking, just no.
I'm just doing my DVT exercise.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was sick, and I mean, like, we
Put
were
down that tattoo gun.
yeah, we were laughing at the idea of Hastings going like as to block it out. But man, when I was 18 and I went down there, me and my sister, because like they had like every band that I was into in that day, like we'd be like, yeah, the thing is to go to as many Hot Topics as possible in a day,
Yeah.
and like because not every,
Fuck yeah.
well, not every place, because like I would find like a Jimmy Eat World shirt in one mall,
Yeah, of course.
and then 2 things down. I had those shirts for years. I think I still have one at least.
Fuck yeah. Man, I would love to just take the day. I kind of got to leave the wife at home because I'm obviously going to be on the prowl. But I got to,
Oh,
You don't think
God.
You don't think
they're adults.
Aren't they famously
The
not?
women in this scenario are.
In your made up
I'm
scenario.
ignoring the women in hot.
Yeah,
girls in hot
the
topic.
real life scenario. they're
So
like
when you
14,
go, it's
and
just
that's
going to
not
be a
cool.
guy being like, "Sir, you've got to stop saying, can I put my hands on the merchandise while leering at them?"
Yeah, dude.
Any
Hot
other trip
topic.
highlights that weren't related
So
to this idiot?
you're wearing checkered pants and you're visibly erect.
I'm about to become a hot topic in the media for what I'm about to do in this hot topic. Ugh, gross.
But yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
It's a cool store. I
Yeah,
went-
man. I think Hot Topic's sick as hell.
Yeah, you're like, truly, if you find one that's big, because they vary in size.
Yeah.
And the one I got to was pretty large.
I'm in New York for like a week. I'll find the biggest Hot Topic in New York. I'll do it.
Man, I reckon you have more of a shot going to like Tampa, because
Yeah.
Tampa will be.
Yeah,
Because
true.
New York's like
They
trendy
have actual
places
cool
and stuff.
people, yeah.
Yeah, like Tampa's gonna have like a shitty mall and every mall has a Hot Topic in
The
it.
biggest mall in Tampa. Though, because I'll be there for WrestleMania weekend, Hot Topic's going to be fucking flooded.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Hot Topic sells wrestling merchandise.
Oh yeah, because that was on my list
It
of
was a
stuff to
big-
get
it
you
was
as
a big
well.
part of the deal.
But
They
I wasn't
started doing
sure
New
what
Japan.
stuff.
don't
Yeah,
know
they
if
started doing New Japan merchandise a few years
I don't
ago.
know if we've painted more of a picture here. Well, one old bloke with glasses who looks like a more fucked version of Ted Danson in The Good Place was the lead investigator. He goes, "Rosie Piper is a babe. Does anyone know who Rosie Piper is?" Everyone shakes their head. This is when he pulls out his phone and starts Facebooking. His friends slowly get around what he's doing. He starts specifically searching for Rosie Piper's in Newtown, so I don't think he's going to find you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say go-
What if I were to go there now and give them the information?
I just find it so
I'm going
weird.
to say walk past them and cough. Redfern.
yeah. Just read it.
But it's like, I mean, who the fuck looks at a piece of graffiti and it was like, yeah, we got to find out who Rose Piper
A fucking
is.
horny dude.
Yeah, but like,
Who's trying to
I've
have
been
a perv.
horny and been on like the toilets where it's like, call this number to get your dick sucked. I've never done it.
Yeah.
You
All
just kind of glance sideways like you
Yeah.
do it
No,
every
I reckon
time.
if I saw Rosie Piper as a babe on a table and I was having a couple casual afternoon Sunday beers, I might type it into Facebook. I wouldn't add her or anything. I wouldn't, you know.
I would maybe like check on Facebook, but I wouldn't get the whole group of boys around it.
I think if that
That's what I
happened to
mean.
me-
That's weird, yeah.
If I was in that scenario, no, I'm not going to make
But
that joke.
the reason that is, I think the reason though we should explain that is of any note is this is a table. That's the only thing written on the table. Like there's
Yeah.
not writing on these tables, and someone just wrote it there because I was doing as a bit on Instagram.
Oh, I assumed you wrote it there.
No,
yeah, I definitely assumed you wrote it there.
no,
Or
I-
told someone to.
Yeah.
someone. No,
Beck, can you please?
I'm begging
I'm
you.
begging you, Beck Charwood. Can you please write Rosie Piper as a babe on the table?
I think it was either Woodhead or Nick O'Malley who wrote it. There is it was on the other side of the table in my handwriting, but that smudged off. Because the bit was that I've been writing it in like toilets around pubs.
That
and
you're a
then-
babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose is just Shelley from Glengarry Glen Ross being like, Beck, you gotta write it down. It's been a lean year. I need this. It's just sleeping in my car.
It's just me.
You gotta put your name on the line.
It's just me amusing myself on Instagram
Yeah.
stories because
Oh,
I just
I
say, "Who wrote this here in my handwriting?"
yeah. Someone
And every now and then, someone will be on that toilet and message me a photo of it, and it's great.
somewhere in Newtown Hotel, scrawled out in green texture as well, is just Andrew Hastings crushes. Andrew Hastings did good comedy here. Yeah.
You should keep like a growth chart, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's just like the level of your crush.
Yeah.
It goes it's like 2019, our boy is doing well on stage.
Hastings is tearing it up right now. I'm just there, it's crying while I write it myself.
Just writing. People really responded to this new bit.
He's actually respected by his peers.
People want to book him.
Yeah.
Please.
Everyone, he's the most in-demand comedian in Sydney. He is.
People are asking, where's Hastings' Netflix
They're
special?
always asking where my Netflix special is.
You
To be
just-
fair, that's because you told people you had a Netflix special.
Well, how else was I going to
you
get
think
them to
you
pay
could-
attention to me?
Do you think you'd ever tell a girl on Tinder that you've been in talks with Netflix?
No, that's so fucked.
Well, I mean, like, why?
that sounds exactly like something you would do.
Yeah, like
I
I
lie
like
to women.
No, like if you had been.
But I mean,
is
that's
that what
not-
the question was?
I was
Oh,
saying if
okay.
he just outright lied.
Oh, no, sorry. if I had been in talks with Netflix, yeah, absolutely.
He would, if he had been in talks with Netflix, the opening message would be,
It'd be
"Hey,
in
I'm
the
in talks.
bio."
I'm in talks
He'd
with
be wearing a
Netflix.
shirt that said, "I've been in talks with Netflix."
AMA, my Netflix deal."
I like the idea of like emailing Netflix with a YouTube clip of mine being like, "You want in?" Getting the out of office reply, then being like, "Yeah, I've been in talks with Netflix."
Well, then you could like screen grab it so that it said like from
Like, email
Netflix,
from
Re Andrew
Yeah.
Hastings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already confirmed special.
But you've
Andrew Hastings special for a lot of money that we agreed upon previously.
But you've only screenshotted the preview. You haven't even opened the message.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the subject line.
Absolutely.
You could. I mean, like you don't lie to women much.
No, I don't really lie to them.
What's your biggest one that you say that you would say is a lie?
Hey, baby, I'm glad we got married.
Yeah, it works.
All right. Yeah. All right. Take two. Biggest lie that I tell to women?
Yeah.
Probably like when I ask them, did they come? I'm kind of pretending that I don't know that they did. So,
That's like, what's my biggest weakness? They always come.
yeah, exactly.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, that's the biggest lie I tell. The other biggest lie I tell is, yeah, no, I already came.
What about like, this isn't chemically assisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure, no, there's
yeah,
a.
no,
I have lied
yeah.
about taking Viagra before.
Yeah, no,
There's
I didn't.
gotta be
I
lies.
didn't pop one on
There's
the way
gotta
over
be
here and
lies.
have to steal
I
a
have
drink
lied about
from my
that.
friend
I
on
will
the way.
admit
I reckon the holy trinity of Andrew Hastings' lies will be like, I don't actually smoke that much weed, but then it might not apply to the people that you go after.
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't. I don't. I try not to lie about that.
When you smoked cigarettes more regularly, I reckon that's something you keep on the DL because that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
true.
did.
Yeah, when I smoked Doris,
And I
you wouldn't
reckon,
flaunt it.
and I,
That
and I just
worries-
reckon there's a lot more where you turn up drunk and you're like, nah, I've just been at home bouldering.
If I like,
Yeah, I've downplayed the number of beers I'd had beforehand.
when I'm on the apps, if
They're all
like
white lies.
Yeah, that's not really a lie so much as a fudging.
Yeah.
the smoking thing is definitely a thing. Like if I'm on the apps, like on Bumble or Hinge, you can put whether or not you do. But like I don't know if like Tinder or they just like have a photo of them with a dart, I'm instantly like yes because
Yeah.
I don't have to like
I-
tiptoe around
Honestly,
the fact
I
that
know
I
this sounds
smoke.
lame. If I see like 420 in a bio, I'm way more likely to swipe right.
Of course you are because you
and-
might be able to get some free weed. You
or if since I've added it to mine, I've been getting more matches. Like people like people.
You've
smoke-
got 420 in your bio?
yeah. People who like smoking weed like to go on dates with people who smoke weed.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because it like means you're like, hey, let's go back to mine and smoke weed. It's the best way to get back to someone's place is to be like, the bong's right there.
Have you ever lied about your opinions on stances or like
Political stuff?
political or pop culture?
No, not really. I've bitten
have
my
you
tongue about
compromised your
stuff.
moral integrity?
Like, what's the thing that?
Joe Rogan's come up a lot,
oh yeah.
and I've bitten my tongue about.
As
oh,
in-
I know.
As in, they're positive about Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And you're
There's been a few people
trying
more
not to
than
be
one.
more positive about him.
Yeah. There's a few.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's a big one.
I couldn't help myself. I just have to be like, nah, that he's bad.
Yeah, like I've like the like I'll do it like I don't really like his stuff. Like they'll get that. from me, Like
I think in the same situation, I would be like, oh, I don't really listen to him because it's not my thing. Instead of making a judgment call that it's bad. Because it's kind of like, if you're on it, like I figure like if I was in the same situation, I was like, hey, like I really like playing video games and someone went, that's stupid. I'd be like, oh, well, you're actually stupid.
for sure.
And I'd walk away. It's like, you don't want to go on a date with someone you want to have sex with and have them spend the next
exactly.
couple of hours saying that the things you were interested in are bad.
For sure. Of course.
Well,
of
I think
course.
that's maybe why I would be more explicit about it because I'll be like, "There's no future here." Like, if you're a huge Joe Rogan Experience fan, like, we're not long.
Yeah,
for
but what
this
happens if you just like want to
Yeah.
fuck?
I'm getting further away from that in my age.
What if you want to just put it in someone?
Yeah. Even though you know it's bad for you.
Even
Even
though
though you
it's-
don't want to have it in the first place.
Oh man, It the clown. That's what I call my dick.
Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise.
Yeah.
I call mine Pound Foolish.
Like the idea that you think it's called It the Clown.
It the clown.
Hello, I'm It the Clown.
Absolutely.
How
yeah.
long have we been talking for?
I don't know. Oh, almost half an hour.
Okay, maybe we should talk about this for at least 10 minutes or something
Sure.
like that. I'm not going to read the Wikipedia synopsis, but hello, welcome to We'll Just Tell Your Mother We Ate It All, a podcast about teen sex comedies and things thereabouts. We are recording live from the blast hole, and this week we said we...
I'm Andrew Hastings.
I'm also Andrew Hastings.
And I am... I'm Rose Piper.
I'm
trying
Jack now.
to
And
build...
I'm Will Anderson.
I'm jacked as hell right now.
Ah, damn.
Your first name Jack, last name Does Hell right now.
Oh, my head's itchy. Oh,
Do you think we should take more shirtless pics of you this
Yeah,
year?
dude. I think we should. I think we should all go to the beach.
I reckon, yeah, let's do some
Well,
live-
obviously, when we follow the map to the ocean to the jet skis,
I'm not wearing a rashy on the jet ski these days.
I'm wearing 5 rashes.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Are you doing like body progress with photos before and after?
Oh, occasionally I'll take a photo. Yeah,
What do you reckon?
I'm looking better.
Has Yvette been like, God, your bod is irresistible?
Not quite that extreme, but she appreciates the work that's been put in.
What would you say is like the biggest change you've noticed, or the thing you're most proud of? Because you obviously do look better.
Thank you. My gut's gone is the big one. I've lost.
Yeah.
I lost 10 kilos.
I was hoping you were going to say something about your spindly arms.
Honestly, number 2, my shoulders. They're
They do
Look at
look
'em.
bony.
not, but that's muscle. What are you talking about? Touch it.
That's flat.
You were making
Touch it.
He touched your arm like a bunch yesterday when we were
That's
hanging
my,
out.
that's my shoulder. Yeah, that's muscle, baby.
Mm.
Yeah, look at that. Ooh. I did 60 push-ups this morning.
Did you do really?
Yeah.
Not consecutive.
so
4
fucking-
sets of 15.
I can so see you sit there like you're being fucking Kevin Spacey in American Beauty and like ripping cones and
Yeah.
doing all that shit.
What is wrong with that?
How long are the breaks you take in between sets of push-ups?
Like a minute at most.
That's
It means
pretty
you're
good.
eventually going to get shot in the head
And I
for
do.
trying to
Well,
root a young
no,
girl.
that's not true. I'll do a set of push-ups, then do a set of and have a 20-second break.
That's not the reason he gets shot, is it? The reason he gets shot is because
No,
the-
doesn't his wife think that he's like?
No, his
cheated
wife thinks
with
he's
the-
fucking the young girl.
Yeah.
The reason Kevin Spacey gets shot in that movie is because
Oh,
the
the-
conservative
oh,
dad
yeah,
thinks
thinks
he
that
sees
he's-
him giving a gobby and
yeah,
then wants
to the guy,
and then tries
yeah,
to
his son.
have gay sex with him, and he turns him down because he
Yes.
never did that, and then he shoots him.
Aren't we doing this movie in a few weeks? I think we are.
Are we?
yeah,
American
it's on the
Beauty.
schedule.
All right. I do sit-ups in between the push-ups.
What we're supposed to be doing today, though, is Big Mouth, because we didn't want to watch a movie.
Yeah. Well, Jamie just got back from England, so we haven't really had time. It's been New Year's, Christmas, all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
the silly season.
Yeah,
It's good to pod again, though. I got to say, I'm glad to be black in the blast hole.
Yeah,
Did I just say I'm glad to be black in the blast
You
hole?
are.
I did not mean to say that. I meant to say I'm glad to be back.
I hope everybody
It's a
enjoyed
black
the
hole. I mean,
photo.
blast hole.
Well, I'm glad to be.
I hope everybody enjoyed that photo of me on Christmas, joyfully holding up a drill.
Absolutely.
Which
I
is- which-
really hope that it's you.
Which
When I
is-
saw it, I was like, "Damn, I really hope that's what you asked for." and got."
Fuck yeah.
I'll never tell. But you
Oh,
know,
I'll never tell.
Well, I mean, we can't tell because I knew if you actually got it, we'd be here playing with it
that's
now
true.
the whole
yeah.
time.
Or maybe I forgot. and I left it at my sister's place.
Related accidents.
No,
we'll
it-
just tell your mother would go way
No,
up.
we're not playing with it right now because it's in the case with all the
Yeah.
other drills. We added it to the collection.
Yeah.
That we're looking at.
Well,
right
I'm
now.
holding mine
Yeah.
just because it makes me feel powerful.
I got my drill hanging from my belt.
It's quite funny
Makes me
though,
feel like a man.
because I posted that like from our accounts or whatever, and then started sharing it on mine. Like it was quite funny the amount of people who just like thought that I was really stoked that I'd got a drill for Christmas.
You know what would be cool?
Like a
Lesbians like drills, right? You could be into drills.
What?
Lesbians like drills and homewares and things.
Yeah.
That's a
Bunnings
stereotype.
lesbian is like
Would.
a massive stereotype.
Yeah, I would even say that it's bordering on. No, I'm not gonna.
I think that
It is bordering on hack.
Yeah, I know, but it's not my place to say
if
that.
someone,
Yeah, it is. You can assess like hack comedy.
Yeah,
Like
but
you-
I'm thinking of a specific person is the issue.
oh, I think I know. what
Oh,
you're doing.
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
just be slamming a person.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't.
if we know any enterprising young youths out there, what would be really cool is if we could get utility belts for our drills, but someone's
that
like
would be pretty cool.
put in like etched in the logo. You know, so it
Yeah.
has like we'll just tell your mother, and then we can just wear the belts.
Would it
around.
have a little hook on it that you could put the keys to the jet ski on?
Absolutely, it would.
Yeah. I'm doing everything via carabiner from now on.
I want to kind of.
No, that's a real hack lesbian.
I want to.
Absolutely.
I want to kind of
Yeah.
get mine like John McClane, where it's like
Yeah.
two across the shoulders,
Yeah.
and it makes
Right.
like the diagonal X, and I've got
Yeah.
two drills in my back.
Yeah. And then if there's two errant screws sticking out,
I
you can
want
do a
it-
flip.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want it with some sort of like.
simultaneously drill them in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want it with some sort of harness thing that like kind of brings the figure in and makes the titties pop.
Well, I think that would just
Yeah,
be
like a Lara
sitting...
Croft with drills.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah. Yeah, I should be a costume designer.
just like get out.
Come here, Angelina. Ugh, I'm being creepy
now
today. I
it's
don't know what that's about.
it's not an Angelina.
You're
anymore.
a creep.
Yeah.
That's what it's
It's
about.
a new woman now, Alicia Vikander.
I don't know.
believe the
She's
name
very
is.
attractive.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
from Ex Machina.
Man, what
Great
about we
movie.
haven't recorded in ages? What are some hot babes we've seen lately?
Oh God.
Have you seen any hot babes lately?
I mean, like I was in Vegas, so yeah, tons probably.
Hell yeah, that rules.
It's great
summer in
watching.
Australia. I've seen plenty of hot babes.
It's great watching because
I've been one of them.
basically
Yeah.
every.
Too bad it's hard to see through the smoke.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's
man, I
true.
really want to see those titties, but the smoke's in my eyes. Damn you, ScoMo!
That's the only reason
That's
you're
what-
donating.
That's why this weather is so upsetting because, like, partly it's because it was so fucking hot yesterday, but we're inside and it feels like a blazing hot day, but outside it looks like a cold, wintry day because there's just smoke
the
filling the
smoke's covered
sky.
up the sun, and we live in a fucking apocalypse zone now. And
Yeah.
it's a nightmare. But hey, the pod must go on.
Hey, good to have a bit of a laugh when your house is
The
burning
blast
down.
hole. The blast
Live
hole will be our
pod.
final source of refuge in the apocalypse. It'll
Yeah,
be-
yeah, true.
yeah. No one else is allowed in.
Live, pod, love.
Sorry, Amy and Yvette, and sorry, Rose.
How dare you?
How
Anyone
dare
have any
I?
thoughts on Big Mouth?
Oh, when I said
Nick,
Amy and Yvette, I meant my ex-girlfriend Amy.
creator of Big Mouth, Nick Kroll, is in the country right now.
He is. That's
he did
true.
a show at the Enmore Theatre last night.
We should have invited him on the pod.
Well, we tried to invite him to the party, but he wouldn't come.
Yeah.
A podcast seems a little different from a party with 20-year-olds, though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ours seems less fun to do.
I kissed a girl at the party. Well, no, sorry, you said less fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Don't mean to brag.
Who did you kiss at the party?
I'll tell you later. You know her, don't I?
I would assume so. I knew most of the people
I'm
at the
not playing
party.
this game. I'll just tell you later.
Yeah, Big Mouth's a
I kissed.
show.
It's what, we didn't even fuck. I kissed a girl.
And
What?
Did you like it? Is
Yeah.
that where you going?
no, I was going to say, yeah, Big Mouth's a show.
Big
and
Mouth's a great show.
Yeah.
I love
Have we
it.
forgotten how to pod?
I didn't actually watch Big Mouth in preparation.
No, neither.
No,
I've
neither
seen
did
it
I.
enough times.
But yeah, I've watched the whole thing through like at least 3 times, probably more.
You got a Big
Um,
Mouth tattoo.
I do.
What's for those who don't know, what's Big Mouth about?
Big Mouth is a show about puberty.
An animated comedy.
This is why we
Yes.
need the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, no,
It's an
I don't
animated
think we
comedy
do.
created by Nick
All right,
Kroll for
fucking-
Netflix. It's about puberty. It's about like
Hang on.
13-year-olds, periods, wet dreams, masturbating.
Yeah, Hastings pretty much covered it.
They anthropomorphize puberty through something called a hormone monster, which is what
Well,
different
there were
characters
several
have
hormone
to represent
monsters.
their pubescent urges and changes.
Yeah.
Big Mouth is an American adult sitcom created by Nick Kroll, Andrew Goldberg,
Themed
Mark
by
Levin, and
Charles
Jennifer
Barkley.
Flackett, featuring
No, themed by
teams
Ozzy
based on
Osbourne.
Kroll and Goldberg's upbringing in suburban New York, with Kroll voicing his fictional younger self.
Themed by Ozzy Osbourne, but covered by Charles Barkley for the theme, I believe.
Charles
yeah,
Barkley, the NBA player.
Yes.
Charles Bradley.
No. The NBA player Charles Barkley.
Charles.
Dope.
It's Charles Bradley. Yeah,
The trick to podcasting is never back down.
Yeah.
I didn't find out.
Research for pussies.
I didn't find out that was a Black Sabbath cover for ages.
Neither did
I've
I.
seen Charles Bradley play that song live.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah.
I don't know who Charles Bradley is.
He's just like one of those like old kind of like soul Motown revivalist guys. It's
Cool.
really great.
I'm just going to
Super fun to
imagine
watch
that it's
live.
Charles Barkley. Because he rules.
I'm picturing it's Niles Barkley.
No, Charles Barkley would be better. That'd be more enjoyable.
Isn't
than
Niles Barkley cancelled?
Yeah, for fucking Big Mouth kids.
Yeah.
No, didn't he have? He like hooked up with it. Was
He
like
did
a
something
teenage-
bad.
it
Hey, I'll
was
tell you
like
the Big
it
Mouth
was
that
a
I really love, though.
issue, I think.
Billy Bass over on the wall there. Big Mouth
Yeah.
Billy Bass.
Yeah. But Big Mouth Billy Bass, what do you think about Big Mouth?
Take me to the river.
Big Mouth.
I've only seen Big Mouth all the way through once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've watched it a bunch of
I've
times.
watched it lots, yeah.
It's so good.
I like it more and more as it goes on. I like the first season kind of irritates me.
I
Oh,
like
no.
the first season the best.
Yeah, the first
I
is
didn't like the third.
the third grows on you. I've
Okay.
watched it a few times. It grows on you. There are the weakest stuff in the show is in the third.
The third one
but
seems
like
a little more like every episode is its own after-school special topic more than it was in the first and second.
yeah, I think they seem to be figuring it out as they go because like one of the bad things about the second season, I think, was there was too much Coach Steve, and they obviously got the
Sorry,
note on
what?
that.
I love Coach Steve.
But they obviously got the note on that because he's like sort of
He's
just there for a laugh occasionally in the third season.
I thought the second season was the best one.
The Shame Wizard is great. That's a problem with the third season is that he's like in like one scene because he was
Shame
such a
Wizard is
good,
good.
he was such a good part of the second season.
What specific? We wanted to talk about 2 specific episodes, I believe, Rosemary. What
Well,
were
I think
they?
we just said ones that would be appropriate for this. It was the one with the head pushing and then the Planned Parenthood one. But
I do like the head pushing one.
the head pushing one is so great. That has the best joke in the whole show, I think, which
So
is
we should
the.
probably name the episode.
Isn't it just called the head push?
Yeah, or is it? No, it's the head push because they do the Seinfeld parody at the end, isn't it?
Yeah,
So they call it the
which
head
is what
push?
I was about to say. Is
Yeah.
like the best bit in the entire run of the
Yeah.
show is just that 3-part recurring Seinfeld gag.
Don't
it's
think
so
I've
well
seen
done.
it. Like,
Really?
well, I was like, because when you said the head push thing, I was like, yeah, sure. And so then I like went on Wikipedia and I was like reading the synopsis and like looking at some of the preview clips, and I was like, I swear I've watched this whole fucking show. None of it rang a bell to me.
You probably had yourself a little nap.
I probably
Yeah.
did. I think the first time out watching Big Mouth, I was like, this can be a nap show
Yeah.
as a treat, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, see, it becomes a nap show to me after I've like paid attention to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
usually
Like nap
with
shows
me
for me
too.
are things that I like that I've seen before.
Oh yeah, CSI baby. That's my ultimate nap show.
West Wing is mine.
I like something dumb as shit that you can nap to.
Also,
West Wing is too
honestly,
smart, I think.
Friends and Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, Friends is great. I don't.
Podcasts.
Yeah, I napped to.
Oh no,
podcasts a
actually,
bit.
be at full alert while you listen to this show
Yeah.
at all times.
No one's ever allowed to sleep during a podcast.
Yeah.
I napped to podcasts and dream of slurs.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I would say I wouldn't say Big Bang Theory because I'd say I don't like it enough. Whereas
I don't like it at all. I would
Family,
hate
Family
that.
Guy, I would
irritate
take a
me.
nap to.
Oh, I don't like Family Guy.
I rediscovered.
How could
my
you go to
love-
sleep with so much wacky stuff going
I
on?
rediscovered my.
Brian, stop it!
I rediscovered
Well,
my
I'm an
love.
adult man, but I'm a dog. Shut up.
Hello, fat man.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you know I'm a latent homosexual?
Yeah, man, we got it. We
I
fucking
rediscovered my
skewered
love
it.
for Family Guy.
right, story. How was that?
Yeah, you're dumb for watching Family Guy, Jamie. You're fucking dumb.
I was
I'm a basic bitch.
You're a fucking basic dumb bitch.
I was super into it when I was younger.
I am sweating so fucking
Yeah,
much.
same.
right now.
I
It's
really
so
am as well.
hot.
I reckon these are going to be some short ass
Yeah, you should.
I'm
episodes
wearing
so we
my
can
smallest
recover.
shorts right now, and that's it. Like, I'm
You
just
should warn our guest before they get
Yeah,
here.
tell him to bring beers.
Yaz is a yeah. He'll be fine. He gets it.
You
don't
better
worry.
bring the beers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I've seen the head pushing
Oh,
episode.
it's great. The recurring, there's like a 3-part recurring joke where they parody Seinfeld, and it is perfectly done. It's like pitch perfect.
They do scenes
with-
of them in the diner, like the Seinfeld diner,
talking
all
about all
around
the stuff
table.
that they're talking
And
about.
then so they do like a bit of exposition and stuff in this like parody of Seinfeld. Where it's going. So he comes in right and he pushes my head down. What do you mean he pushes your head down? Yeah, look, see it.
That's a
They do the
move. I
Seinfeld
didn't even
dance
know that
in
was a
all the
move.
cadences, like,
Yeah, definitely haven't seen it.
Very big undermans, baby.
yeah. Yeah, there's also a scene where they like dry hump and one of them comes in their pants, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, it also has like maybe my
Like
funniest.
John Mulaney comes in his pants.
I've lived that.
It also has maybe the funniest line that episode, I think, is just where, like, how do you politely ask for a blowjob? Oh, that's easy. You just lean back, arch your crotch in the air, and say, dinner is served.
Yeah, I do
That's
like
beautiful.
him. It's very funny.
Are you worried, Rose, that having got a big mouth tattoo before the show
I know
has
exactly
finished
what
its
question
run,
is coming, but just finish it anyway. I know what's coming.
that eventually it will turn bad or do something bad?
Yes, people have asked me this question a heap of times, and I think you can get around it, or I could just get it covered up somehow, even though it's like pretty big and.
I don't know. I think I'd just be like, who
Prominent.
cares? I like the one
Yeah,
I
who
like
gives
them.
a shit?
Like if I had a brand new tattoo, I
Well,
probably
like-
wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of it. I'd
Well,
be like,
like-
I didn't fucking know.
Well,
Like,
the tattoo that I have is the hormone monstrous. So like the idea of that is like enough, and like as long as Maya Rudolph doesn't kill anyone,
Yeah.
like I'll be like,
yeah,
well,
but
she
the
did nothing
hormone
wrong.
monster didn't kill anyone either. So I think you could just get away with it.
I don't have a full like. Let's hope not. But like, say Nick Kroll did something, like I don't have a full back tattoo of Nick Kroll or something like that.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Jamie, we've been recording this pod for nearly 100 episodes. You never once asked me about one of my tattoos.
Which one?
You've never. That's what I'm saying. You never have once.
What are you talking about? I've asked you a bunch of times.
Yeah, we've talked
I
about
don't
your
think
tattoos a
it's-
fucking heap
I
on
don't
here.
think that's true.
I
We
think-
talked about the new one last when you
Yeah.
got it.
I've
Did we?
mentioned the
I
fact
have
that
no
you.
memory of
I'm
any of this.
pretty sure I've mentioned
That's
the fact
because
that
you
have.
turn up stoned
Yeah.
out of your tit to record every fucking episode.
I'm
I
pretty
only
sh-
had 3 cones.
I'm pretty
today.
sure we've talked about the avocado with a sword tattoo
Oh, yeah, you made
before.
fun of me for
Well,
that.
that's-
And
Absolutely
I
done that
believe I've legit asked you about the one on your chest that's a used lyric or something.
Yeah,
It's a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
We've
right.
talked about the chess piece as well.
Oh, speaking of musicals, actually, I got a hot one for you. Did you guys see Danny Elfman's playing Coachella?
No.
Danny Elfman is on the lineup for the second day. He's like the 5th billed act on the second day of Coachella this year.
I
That's
did not notice that.
crazy.
Yeah, Danny, look, man, fuck it, it's crazy.
That's kind of cool.
So when I first did it, I was like, what the fuck? Is he going to just do like Weird Science, The Simpsons theme, and then, like Tim Burton instrumentals? Then someone was like, no, you fucking idiot. He's Jack Skellington.
Why?
He sings, he wrote all the Jack Skellington
Oh yeah,
songs,
but do
and
you
he's-
think he's gonna do?
He's
just
written
that?
like he's like a super
Yeah.
Yeah.
prolific composer.
But he actually sings, he's the singing
Yeah.
voice of Jack Skellington.
But surely he'll do some Oingo Boingo
He for
stuff.
sure will, but I reckon he's going to do, for like 22-year-olds at Coachella, it's for sure going to be Jack Skellington stuff.
You'd have to imagine that when the fucking Simpsons theme
Yeah, that's going
drops,
to go the shit.
yeah, it'll be like a kind of like oh, you know this, like kind of DJ
Yeah.
set.
super cool to see
like
Pop
thing.
on the Coachella lineup.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
a big like indie punk band kind of making something as
Coachella
mainstream
like
as that.
relatively good at getting like decent
Pop is so
unknowns on there. Like there's people on there like
good band.
Mannequin Pussy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which
but
is
like
great.
Pop is like kind of that genre that doesn't like
It's
it's,
not what you'd
so
expect.
Coachella.
So's Mannequin Pussy. They're
Yeah.
just like a punk band.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm just glad that they're finally taking a risk and putting Travis Scott on. I think. So, the most obvious choice? All right, cool.
Who's the big
What-
headliner?
Rage.
Oh yeah.
Radham. Which,
There's
that'd
there's,
be great.
There's the rumors that they might be doing Splendor this year, which
That'd be sick.
would be fun because I'll be there.
Not a lot of rumors that I'll be doing Splendor this year.
You didn't get that message? Oh, okay.
No.
Who cares? Download
Hey,
festival.
we all
kicks
get plus ones. You just got to be extra nice to me on the podcast
Man, I might
all
come.
year.
I know, like I nearly came last year. Like I might come.
Who cares? Download festival rules.
Download
anyway.
Festival will be the fucking sickest. I can't wait to see.
I mean, like,
Testament.
what could like honestly for you? I mean, like for Rose is a completely different question. But who could Splendor announce that would make it better than Download Festival? Even though you're technically only going to see 2 or 3 bands.
Surely it would have to be My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but it
They-
can't be the same.
Right.
Okay.
So it would have to be a lineup. So it would have to be like Paramore, Blink.
There's no musical event that I would want to see more than Blink-182. And then MCR. There's just none. Period.
Not even original lineup Blink. All 3.
Nah. I'd still rather see MCR.
Okay, what about
I
this?
saw Prime lineup Blink.
What about this? How
Yeah.
about this one then?
I have
So,
seen MCR as well.
Splendor, you get to camp and probably try and finger women in a campsite.
I'm listening.
I knew that would get him. And the lineup is original lineup Blink,
Yeah.
Paramore playing full album Riot,
Okay.
and let's.
I'll add
chuck
some
in-
lower rung acts. Wilco, Neutral Milk Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
sure.
chuck in brand new,
We're just making
reunite,
Hastings'
brand
dream
new-
lineup.
brand
alright?
new,
new,
reunited, and uncancelled, so you don't have to feel bad
They've been
about singing along.
uncancelled?
Yeah, they've been
So the girl
uncancelled.
comes out and says she lied about everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
The used.
Yeah. I'd love to see the used again.
Does that stack up at all?
Look, and what I have to see, but choose between them or My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
It'd be the first year Splendor hadn't sold out in like God knows how long.
No, I'd
Me
still-
and Hastings would be there.
I'd still love to see My Chemical Romance. I can't turn that down.
I think we're almost fully
but
at
I would,
the
I would
point.
be more excited to see that lineup if that makes
We're
sense.
almost will fully be at the point where like, oh, Big Day Out doesn't exist, but like Splendor, like I reckon the early 2020s, like a complete emo revival will happen,
Man, for sure.
where like all those bands will do 20-year tours, and they will end up on the bigger festivals,
Yeah.
and they will sell because people will be like, fuck yeah, remember when?
Man, absolutely. Well, also Hayley Williams is working on a solo thing soon, so she'll be touring that soon.
Paramore playing Splendor would not be like weird.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That would totally
I would
be a
like
thing
that
they
would be one of the bands I'd be most. I'd rather Paramore play than Blink, than like current lineup Blink.
Yeah, but what about our OG lineup? Because there was an
Yeah.
Instagram thing that Tom posted the other day where it's like, yes, I did speak to Mark Hoppus when I was here.
But it just
Did you say that?
but it sounds like they're happy with it not being a thing anymore.
Yeah, I think so.
Like they're like friends now, but they can't be in a band together.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Matt Skiba will get the Josh Klingenhofer.
The Klinghoffer
The
treatment.
Klinghoffer treatment. He was in that band for 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but aren't you more
Robert
excited-
Trujillo is the longest standing bass player for Metallica.
Man.
But aren't you more excited than ever now to see RHCP?
Oh, like musically, this is the best thing that could possibly happen.
In the
they
world
might
ever.
Be good again. Like they might get good again.
Yeah.
What
No.
if we get a third wave of Red Hot Chili Peppers success?
Oh, God. That'd be so good.
I'd have to end.
What if they become the biggest band in the world for the third time?
Ask for a consent, cause you gotta.
I'd have to end my friendship with you.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't stand to be
All the
around you.
Sex Jam
I
stuff
become
is...
a redhead.
The Sex Jam stuff is going to have to change for them
Yes,
now,
that's true.
surely.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about Me Too. I'm from California.
Yeah, it's like, Hoochie Mama was 16.
I did some stuff in the 80s. Not cool anymore.
I'm feeling regret.
That's very funny. A Red Hot Chili Peppers apology to her.
Just the whole album is stuff about how, like, them apologizing
Yeah.
for not being woke.
Sorry for
I
that
used to
girl that
spend-
I didn't treat right.
I used to spend a tremendous amount of time in this pub that's now closed near here called the Abercrombie, and whoever owned that pub, their favorite song had to be fucking Other Side by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's the best Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
But I don't think I ever went to that venue and I didn't hear that play at some point. Like, it must have got a rotation about 5 to 6 times a day.
It's funny you say that. I have one memory of going to that pub with you, and I do remember that song
Exactly,
playing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you and Lehman went once. Like,
I
years
feel
ago.
like Red Hot Chili
Years and
Peppers...
That would have been a long
I feel
That
time
was like
ago.
2013.
I
Yeah.
feel like Red Hot Chili Peppers just, like, low-key plays at every place, like, once or twice.
Yeah, because
a day.
they're the best band.
Would you say they're better than Blink-182?
No, but
Would you say they're better than MCR?
no.
Like,
Musically, they are.
the
For
amount...
talent, like they're better musicians.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're
Then
no,
insane.
they were
Ray
songwriters.
Toro?
Yeah, but they're,
Like-
they're worse songwriters. Way worse songwriters.
Yeah, like Yngwie Malmsteen is like the greatest guitar player of all time. Can't write a fucking song.
I think that's the thing with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're great musicians and bad songwriters.
I'd say Jared Way is a more exciting vocalist than Anthony Kiedis.
Oh, Anthony Kiedis almost doesn't count when I'm talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He sucks.
Like,
But he's scar tissue.
yeah, that's true. They do call him that.
Like, Flea's
That's
best
his
stuff is
name.
like as a guest player on other shit
yeah, that's probably true.
because he's a really good player, but
an
like
amazing
he's in a
bass player.
terrible band.
Yeah, well, John Frusciante is
Like Anthony Kiedis has like the worst lyrics. Like he is the biggest rhyming dictionary criminal in the world.
well, especially when he just sort of scats
And then
in
just
a kind of
ding-a-dong-a-bong-a-ding-bong,
vaguely
bong,
Chinese-
dong.
Boo-dee-doo-doo-boo-boo.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty sick. I'm really hoping
Having said that, though, this is
that he
actually
survives the Me Too era.
yeah.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will.
Well, he's come pretty far.
Man,
But like,
in his book, some of that stuff is like, yeah, you can't be doing that.
I like the idea that you're calling it an era. Like in a couple of years, like this shit has to stop eventually.
but like for all the
Some point.
it's like it's getting a bit much.
for all the shit that I will give them, this is actually quite good. Is like my ex, who you both know, her best friend when they were in like year 11 or 12 or something like that got really really sick, and she was like in like a coma and stuff, and like in like ICU for ages and ages, and she had tickets to go and see Red Hot Chili Peppers when they came here, and like just couldn't go, so they came and fucking visited her in the hospital.
Do they play a song?
I don't think so, but they came to see her, which is like that's pretty good.
All right, so how do I get cancer?
Oh god, she didn't have cancer.
Um,
I'm gonna get an X-ray machine for your birthday.
You probably met this person
yeah,
as well.
yeah. I believe I did. Hey, we haven't spoken about Big Mouth at all. What do,
We
Here we
did a
have.
little bit.
So,
The
okay.
other episode we said we were going to do was the Planned
Let's
Parenthood
put
one,
forward
which
some
feels like
sort
we
of-
really don't need to.
Let's put forward some sort of thesis statement. Do you think it's good or bad?
I think it's great.
Do you think, like, I mean, culturally, do you think it's culturally
Big,
It's
the
so
show
good.
Big
Yeah,
Mouth.
Yeah, it's so
what is, like,
good.
the sex education perspective of it?
Yeah, it's
like, side of
fantastic.
it?
Because like, imagine how many kids now have like a show to watch that like gives them something to understand
Yeah.
the weird things that
the
they're
thing
feeling.
the thing that I found so immediately appealing about it is so relatable, and it's obviously like so like this like using the hormone monsters is so high concept. It's like silly high concept, but it's very
Yeah.
high concept. But it really fucking like it really fully realizes this sort of inarticulatable feeling.
Well, that's
Like,
why that like I love the show. I think it's really funny. It's really sweet and blah blah. But like that's like a whole part of why I got this tattoo was like
Yeah.
because I can relate to the guy puberty side of it because I've been through that,
Of
but
course.
also I can now relate to the girl side of it because I'm going through puberty again. So
Yeah.
like, it's so
Yeah.
very for me.
Yeah. I feel that. I think it's cool. Like, I saw this really cold, like this shit take on Twitter ages ago. Where it was me like, I don't really understand why these adults like Big Mouth. It's about 13-year-olds. Why? Like, it's clearly for kids. I think it's kind of creepy that all these adults watch it.
That is
And when I
stupid.
saw that, it made me.
It's like, did you-
so fucking angry? It's like you were a teen. It's the most universal human experience.
But also,
I'd say if
that
anything,
person.
it's more relatable for people in their 30s to be able to
Absolutely.
laugh at it than someone who's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
if I was
and going
13,
through it.
I'd probably just be like,
I'd be
"Mm,
like,
okay.
that's not what it's like.
If
Yeah.
you were 13, you'd be enjoying it for different reasons. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be enjoying it for all the gross out humor and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
But
But
like-
if I was 13, I would probably be like, this isn't maybe.
I don't
that.
whack
like,
off that much.
well, that's like I
Yeah.
just, but like
It's-
that's true. Like I probably didn't think that much about sex the entire like.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there was-
I do. But
Yeah, but like there was parts where you were probably thinking about like video games and stuff.
absolutely true. Speaking of video games, I'm on that new Pokemon drip.
Mm.
Man, unreal. It's very easy, very handholdy, but so much fun. Feels so good to just be out there with the Pokemon again. My soul is soothed.
Yeah. Do you find it relaxing?
Yes, very. It's very relaxing.
I thought
But
you
We
might.
should wrap this
You
up because our next episode guest is about to be here. I
You
think.
can
Okay.
see the fucking Pokemon there. There's no random encounters. So it's like, oh, I'm just walking past a fucking Snorlax. It's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, Powerbomb Comedy is about to
There we
start
go.
again
Oh, baby.
on the 17th of January. Matt O'Kine's headlining. It's going to be
O'Kine,
huge.
the other guy himself.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
being black and chicken and chips.
you should check out Andrew Hastings. He's Jack now, and he's putting out some good content.
Yeah, check me out on Twitter.
You should come to Comedy at Papa Getty's. It is, I believe, January 21. It's headlined by Zoe Coombs Ma. I can't remember who is emceeing, but it's someone good.
I do comedy.
Taunts. Wasn't it Taunts I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do comedy. Maybe watch it.
Oh, should we plug the bushfire thing?
No, because we don't really have it. fully
Yeah, we don't
confirmed
really
yet.
know what it is
All right.
yet.
Anyway,
Don't worry, we're going to do something about it. We're on the case.
We're going to fix it.
We're going to fix the bushfires.
All right, to the next step.
To the next step.
We should have talked more about Big Mouth in this.
Yeah, we probably should have,
Cares.
but, on brand.